learning about yourself, learning about what you like, learning about what types of people are out there.
About his identity, serial killer vibes, extremely awkward.
It's going to be a valuable experience, even if there's no connection, it's a total dud. It's still valuable to just get myself out of the house and practice talking to a stranger.
Good morning from Southampton, New York. I'm in a house with 10 other people right now, and I'm pretty sure everyone's still asleep, so I'm whispering. I'm here this weekend celebrating my friend's birthday. She hooked it up and gave me a gigantic room and bathroom all to myself, which has been incredible. It is freezing cold. It was freezing last night, but it's okay because the room's worth it. But I did wake up this morning having like that craving feeling for being hot and sweaty, so we're gonna go for a run right now. By the way, I cut my hair, and I think I like it. Sometimes it gets a little like, these pieces are a little bit more accentuated with how short it is.
They tend to be food for the soul.
It's a little windy here, and I'm a little lost, but I think there's a cookie shop coming up. Okay, it's a bit of a gloomy day, but I kind of like it because it feels like I've got the whole freaking town to myself on this run. I haven't really seen anyone else out. I'm walking back to the house right now with my coffee, and I've just found a whole stash of littered 7-Eleven cups. But there's like so many of them, all from 7-Eleven, all the exact same size. I'm so confused what the story here is. By the way, you guys, look how cute. Jenna made us these little itineraries for the weekend and gave everybody like a welcome goodie bag. Oh my god, these are like literally all my favorite things. Under eye patches, chocolate candy. So freaking cute. Bought so much stuff in this little Southampton town. I don't know what happened here. Got some candy. This cute little sack of candy. Just can't really see it. I went crazy in the candy shop. Like, why did I buy so many of these? I don't know. Some tops, a dress, a bunch of skincare. These are mostly just like restocks, but a bunch of skincare. Okay, actually that's it. It was kind of expensive though. Anyways, I'm gonna go read my book.
I'm making chicken parm soup with Christina, and right now the pot, it's just everything's burning. I don't know.
There's a lot of browning going on.
I think
we don't know what. Tell me your thoughts about Hinge.
So I'm currently very anti. I feel like the whole time I used Hinge, I would just use it for validation, and I would message people a little, but I wouldn't actually want to meet up with them, or I'd went on a few dates that was just like, I would have found out that I didn't like you like in 5 minutes, but instead we texted for so long. I have convinced 2 of my close single friends to start a singles club. It's called Sunday Baddies Club. The requirement for entry is that you delete all dating apps, because I have this theory that when you're on the dating apps, psychologically you are less likely to meet people in real life because you are dependent on the connect, like the fake like or whatever, to have the confidence to talk to someone. Whereas when I'm at a bar, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go up to them. What if they don't like me? What if they don't? It's like, the point of Sunday Baddies Club is once a week on a Sunday or a Thursday, an off night, we go to a bar and we just go up to people. One of our biggest goals is to get rejected.
How many times have you guys done it?
3 times. SBC, Sunday Baddies Club.
Whoa.
Look at this.
This is a little crazy. Lisa's reviewing my current Hinge profile and she doesn't seem too happy. Lisa, what are your thoughts?
Shows none of Christina's personality. Seltzer water. Everyone drinks seltzer water.
Personality is so hard to show over
Not
a Hinge
true.
profile.
You make a lot of jokes, like these two.
Like, how is this to make a joke?
Get this. That needs to go.
Hello, I'm going on a date in 1 hour and 30 minutes, and I am freaking out a little bit. I hate first dates, like specifically the first date makes me feel really claustrophobic. My skin is burning a little bit right now, which is really a great sign to keep going full steam ahead. There were 2 things about this guy's Hinge profile that made me want to meet up with him in person. One was that there was this little video clip of him hosting a party. I really admire people who host things. I really like hosting things, so I thought that was neat. And then second was he asked me if I wanted to get dinner. Nobody has really asked me out to dinner before on Hinge, so, which maybe other people get asked out on dinner a lot, but I have not really. And so that was exciting, so I said yes. A Hinge person is never going to be able to compete with the cast of characters in your life right now. So you need to give them a level playing field and like let them compete to take some of your attention and add something to your life that the people in your life right now aren't currently adding. This is what I do before every like date or night out.
First of all, kitchen must be clean, all the dishes done. There needs to be a fresh, cold bottle of water in the fridge right there for me. Box of cookies or some kind of treat. Some under eye patches over there. Honestly, this is really exposing how like bleak my fridge is. Like, these are just paper towels that I had apples wrapped in. That can actually go. Okay, and so clean apartment. We've got pajamas on the bed, bed made, shark waiting for my return. The night will end well no matter what because I will be in this bed nice and comfy with cookies in my belly. So I don't really see how this could be terrible. I'm like so nervous, I'm not excited at all. Wish me luck. I just forgot what it was like to have someone's undivided attention. I feel like I've been in so many situations where I am taking care of this little boy who I'm like their mother and it's supposed to be like a date or something. I hate doing that, and so it was really refreshing to not have to do that. This is like a full adult male who has his life together. He was like not really telling me a lot about what he does, and then I kind of just kept pressing and asking, and he's like the founder of a couple companies, which I guess I won't say the name of the companies, but I thought that was really cool. And then I kind of got why he was being cagey, because once he told me, it's like all I wanted to talk about was the companies. So that part made sense, and I probably should have calmed down a little bit about it. Good morning. 3 distinctly weird things have happened to me this morning, and it's all before 8 a.m. I woke up to go to the gym this morning and a car almost hit me. Like really, really almost hit me. There was nobody on the streets or the roads. I had a walk sign, and then out of nowhere, a car just came barreling down the intersection, and I started like screaming and waving at them. And it all just happened in like a split second. Like for some reason I just like was screaming and waving at them, hey, 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 and then they stopped right up against my jacket. And me and the driver just kind of like stared at each other. Number 2 weird thing is during my workout class, the instructor had like a microphone that wasn't working for half the class, and there were 30 people in the class, and for some reason all of us, including me, said absolutely nothing to the instructor. Like we would basically, one person could kind of hear what they were saying who was closest to the instructor, and then we would all just look at that person. for the next workout. I don't know what was wrong with us, why nobody was saying anything. Like, me and the person next to me actually looked at each other and just like shrugged. Third weird instance was I was just walking back from the gym and then I saw a couple, like a man, a wife, and then a kid in a stroller sprinting down the sidewalk, exiting this like luxury apartment building. And the husband was wearing a jacket and like pushing the stroller full steam ahead. And then the wife, or like the woman associated with him, was only in a shower towel, like wrapped here, sprinting behind him. And they were definitely all a unit together, but I was so confused why, like, the man had a jacket on while the woman only had a towel. Like, if I don't know if the man was wearing a shirt or like what the division, how they decided. Wow, I can't open this. How they decided who would get what piece of clothing, or why the wife who had the towel didn't like stay behind in the lobby of this complex until. So there were just so many questions, and like a doorman was holding the door open for them. It was clearly like a 1, 2, 3 run situation. Like, it was so coordinated the way they exited. I don't know. I've honestly been thinking about the car almost hitting me all morning, so I wasn't really processing the towel thing. But then I just thought that so many bizarre things have happened in the last 60 minutes. Oh, also, my thoughts on the date. I think that I'm feeling kind of lukewarm about it. I agreed to go on a second date with this person, the Hinge person, later this week, but as I think about it, I don't think that they were extremely friendly to the waitstaff. They weren't rude, but they weren't like behaving the way that up to my standards. So I was just kind of thinking about it later, and it kind of put me off. So we'll see if they can redeem themselves this time. Okay, I have to admit, the weather, the cold, the blues, everything, it's hitting me really hard this year. Like, I didn't leave the house all day. I had a date planned for tonight. I canceled it. I canceled it to get my nails done. What do we think about this red color? I also got my toes done, but you know what? This is kind of, actually, this has never happened. I got my toes painted, and they wrapped it in saran wrap for my, like, exit. Even though I sat there letting it dry, it's like fully wrapped in saran wrap. And now that I've just touched my feet, I will now show you everything I got in this grocery haul. For dinner, I went to this Japanese grocery store. I got these little corn soup flavored crunchy triangles. I don't know if it's like the Ohio, but I'm such a sucker for corn flavored things. It's like sweet, salty corn. So good. A giant pickled radish. This is more of like that's just a grocery thing. Some dango, which is like a Japanese, I think it's a Japanese street food. It's probably best served hot. This is already putting me in a better mood. And then, lastly, 2 little spam musubis. So perfect. Also, this Japanese market, Tenichi Mart, every single day after 8 p.m., all of their sushi and all of their like prepared foods are 50% off. So there's a massive line, like there's always a massive line. And a mad dash to get all the food. It tastes homemade to me. Like, this tastes like how my dad makes spam musubi. I can literally see in the corner of my apartment this like glue trap for bugs. There's a bug in it that I just made eye contact with while having a bite of this, but I didn't lose my appetite, and that's how delicious this spam musubi is. Literally looking at a bug, just touched my feet, going in for bite number 3. Yay. I had absolutely no interest in going on a date tonight, so just called the whole thing off. But now I'm like alone in my apartment and like kind of sad and like in my feelings. And this is the exact moment, one of the rare moments when I do want a person who like checks in with me at the end of the day and is like, how was your day? I'm really invested in your life. And I don't have that. And so that's what makes me interested in dating. But I couldn't even get myself out the door to do phase 1 of dating, which is go on a date, so I'm just gonna keep eating. This is a good plan. I'll talk to you guys later. apartment for 4 months, and this is the first time I'm like standing in the kitchen feeling the sun on my face for some reason. Which I don't even know what to make of that fun fact. Like, am I not paying attention? Has it not been sunny in this apartment? I have no idea. Anyways, none of those things had anything to do with what I was going to say. I was going to say I've been running around New York City today on a little solo date by myself, wearing the exact same workout set that I worked out in this morning. Like, haven't changed at all. I'm extremely disgusting. But I just got back from Flushing, where I got a little scalp massage on one of those cool beds with like the little mini waterfall thing that just kind of like soothes your whole head. I got a full body massage, a foot massage. I had 3 hours of work done for like $100, which is really crazy. And then I went to a little dessert spot, which is actually, it's called The Spot, and it's a chain in New York. But there's always a really big line in the Manhattan one. And so I went to the Flushing one. I went to a Chinese food court, had myself a whole little afternoon, barely have spoken a single word today. Like, I'm pretty sure saying thanks to the Uber driver was one of the first times I've really spoken. Nobody I interacted with in Flushing spoke English, which was a little bit tricky, but everyone was super friendly. And then I also went to another chain, tous les jours, and I got 2 loaves of bread. I got a purple ube loaf of bread and then this olive bread. I don't know why. Oh, it smells so good. I'm actually so excited to try this. But I'm going to Ohio tomorrow, so I thought I'd get my dad some olive bread. Yeah, I don't know. I hope he likes that. And then my mom and I will eat the purple bread. Moving on. I need to leave soon. I'm going to All Cheval for dinner tonight with the girls. Katie and Alex. We're celebrating Katie's birthday a month late. I am providing this beautiful bottle of red wine, which we're gonna drink. I got this at the Southampton winery earlier this week. Gosh, I can't believe that was less than a week ago I was in Southampton. So we're gonna drink that, gossip, have a little girls' night.
I was hanging on to the edge of the song, waking up all my senses. I'm untied, I'm singing along for the first time. First time.
Single in New York City, should I be on the dating apps? Yes or no? What do you think?
I think yes.
I think yes.
Okay, what do we think about Hinge? Pros and cons?
Con is you're gonna go on some dates that are just very meh. Just very like
Okay.
baseline, kind of boring.
Maybe some red flags or...
They're gonna be just like maybe unattractive and you're like maybe gonna never want to speak to them again. But that's okay.
Okay.
It's always good for the plot.
It is good for the plot.
Okay.
And then you have the other side. I met my boyfriend of like 2.5, 3 years. on
Shout out
Bumble.
Garrett.
Shout out Garrett. And that ended up going really well.
How often would you both recommend going on online dating dates in New York City?
I do it in waves. One wave of me being into it was honestly this past like 2 weeks ago. I went on 3 first dates in the span of 10 days.
Dang.
So, and I'm about to basically do another wave of that, but like mostly second dates. So, trying to juggle a bit of a roster at the moment.
Second date
Katie has a full roster.
It's a little bit exhausting. So I would definitely not prefer it, but that's just the game we're playing right now.
But you would still recommend this?
Yeah.
For, say, a friend like moi?
This is the first time I've done the multiple guys at once, dating casually sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a try.
I love it. All right, thesis is dating apps are a go.
Yeah.
We're pro dating apps.
Pro
okay.
dating apps.
Hello everyone, I am in Columbus, Ohio, and I'm vlogging in the car. I just wanted to pop in to say that this week on Hinge has been really exciting and exhausting. I used to think that I just didn't have time for dating. I'm not really interested in dating right now. But this like week of talking about online dating and like hearing what how other people make time for it in their lives made me realize that in moderation, I think it's a perfectly fun activity to do. I had a Hinge profile on and off for the last 4 years. It's very basic. It's basically just a lot of photos of me wearing makeup, and I don't think I'm gonna change it to something more authentic because the app is quantifying if these strangers find you attractive or not. So that is kind of a part of the exhausting angle, I guess. So it was the endless like swiping, having the same repeated boring conversations. I would recommend going on the app if anyone has been curious about it or interested. I don't think there's a lot of harm in it. I think just be careful about how much time and energy you give it and make sure it's proportionate to what your goals are and actually know what your goals are. None of this mindless swiping because you're lonely for 10 minutes on a Tuesday night. That's my takeaway. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.